Today on EA Sports. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Henry, the ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a throw here to his running back.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll throw from the gun. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Second down, here's Eason. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete.
Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Terrell Edmonds on
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 61 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 38.
It's a gain of 6.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Titans nothing.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Jeffrey Simmons.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Jacob Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
To Chris Godwin.
That's good for 28 yards.
At the 7.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Eason sets to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the...
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got Snead. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be... And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First and 10, Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking downfield for got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Derrick Henry.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Man open left side is Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a Tennessee Titan.
So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Good job, brother. Good job.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, Oh, that's football for me.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. From the gun on third down. Eason got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin, because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay, because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4 yards. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. And that's incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Caught left side by Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
He was brought down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Titans.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Eason on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Number 13.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Eason, the quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
At the 1 yard.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for India.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up the throw from the gun. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
37-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
By the Colts.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
49.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Williams.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return there. Give him an even. $20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. First and 10, Eason. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Gesicki, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Eason. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
49.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.